Hey guys, it's Matt from Optimus Futures. Now there's also a logo right on the wall. No more naked wall. Today's video, I wanted to discuss the second part of the multi-time frame indicator that we have, and we're going to start. I'm going to go here right to the crude. We covered in the last previous videos, and you should go to the playlist of this channel and look at the MTF indicator and look at all the videos there, and basically it would show you what every single indicator does. So in the last previous videos we talked about the trend box right here and the first part of the trend box, which is right here, and now we're going to talk about these three, the daily trend. So here we measured average true ranges and the percent deviation from the average true range. And here we're going to talk about daily trend, 4-hour trend, and 1-hour trend. And basically it's another measure of price volatility and what's been going on. And again, I think this will help you. By the way, I revealed all the parameters that we use on this 6 indicators on the daily trend. We're using here exponential right on all of them. We're actually using exponential moving averages as opposed to regular moving averages. The exponential moving averages put more significance on the latest period as opposed to a regular moving average that just treats everything the same. So we think it's significant to know the difference between the two. But what you also want to know is where the last bar stands in where you trade, or the day on the daily bar, the 4-hour bar, and the 1-hour bar, where it stands, the completed bars, I should say, not the ones that are being built, so the one before the last one, where the price stands in regards to the volatility and the exponential moving averages. So we have here daily trend. Right here, we have a 4-hour trend and we have a 1-hour trend. All of them measure 10 periods. So you have daily trend of 10 days, 4-hour trend of, again, 10 bars going backwards, 10 bars of 4 hours, and 10 bars of the 1 hour. And each one of them will show you how far the price has moved away from the exponential moving average. Okay, this is what we're actually measuring, where the price is relatively to the exponential moving average, whether it's up or down. So right over here, we start with the daily trend, and we see that the price of the daily trend is actually down 3% from the average price. We see that the 4-hour trend is down 1.69%, and the 1-hour trend is moved away from the exponential moving average by 0.5%. So we're definitely seeing here a trend change, possibly a trend change. Let's go to the next one. We see here the same thing. We see that the daily trend, this is the gold futures. We see that it's 6.6, almost 1%, 0.65% minus, and they're minus. This is what you have to also pay attention to. What you're really paying attention to is minus, and this is plus. So the 1-hour trend, we actually have a price increase of above the last price of 0.02%, and it's denoted in green. So we do tell you whether it went above or below. Now, like I said, we're very transparent about the parameters we use in these markets, and if you were to plot them all along, it would completely clutter your chart. So the beauty of this one is just everything is done in one box. You just look at it every day and you gauge based on that, where the prices are and with the volatility, whether you're a short-term trader or a long-term trader. Let's go to the next one. We have the natural gas. We actually see here that the daily trend is above the exponential moving average, but the short-term trends of 4-hour and 1-hour, they're below. The interesting E-mini S&P right now, we see that the daily trend, all of them are moving away from the price of the exponential moving average. That's where it's at. So obviously if the price is, let's say the exponential moving average of a price, let's say it's 10, here it would be at 9.97 if it moved that much. right? That's what we're looking at. And you see here, all of a sudden, this is changing. So here you have a market on the 1 hour. This is short term. So it's interesting here. The short term, right, is actually fluctuating between minus and plus. So we might see a change here, you know, again, to the upside as it's climbing. So again, very good indication, and you obviously see how clean this is. Let's go to the spot FX markets. Let's start with the pound, right? So we see the daily trend is up, the short term moving away from the exponential moving average. Here again, all negative as well. You know, not much significance, but it still tells you, aligns that all the trend of the exponential moving average on the daily 4 and 1 hour are all negative. So it's all of those things are going below the exponential moving average. Here it's the same, and this is the euro, spot FX euro. And here you have something very interesting too. So you have here daily trend is slightly below, but the 4 hour, which is the medium term, is actually slightly above the exponential moving average. And again, if you're a short-term trader, oh, we just saw this moving into positive. So obviously this is a price that's, you know, going above the 1 hour trend of the exponential moving average. Again, you know, everybody has exponential moving averages as lines that are just kind of running across, you know, the charts or the moving averages, and they click high or below. But we thought that the change of price away from the exponential moving average, this is where we want to see it. So let's say that the line was running over here, okay? Just do that, just imaginary line, and all of a sudden we have a price break on the upside. Then we have to see here, we're going to look over here and see, okay, by how much? You know, do we have something significant changing? Is it turning, as you saw here, it turned from a negative to a positive in front of your eyes? Well, it went to a even, which is still green, but nevertheless, it gives you an idea that obviously the short-term trend has been changing. I'm going to go back to this video again with more details in the next video, but I just wanted to touch on that and give you just kind of a brief synopsis of what's going on and cover the markets for today. If after we cover this one, then we'll go to the last one, which is this, the last indicator, and then we're going to put it all together for you, how to basically look at all of them together and make a decision. You don't have to basically look into every single one of them, but we will give you kind of a broad picture of what you look into in terms of risk and reward when putting them together. That's it for now. I'll see you in the next video, and I wish you all the best. If you can please click the video for a like, subscribe to our channel. Would love to give you more tips about trading, and besides this indicator, we talk in general about trading as well. So I hope it will be valuable to you. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Medzi, Optimus Futures. Take care. Bye.